tap into aspects of themselves that they didn't even know was there.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing. That is the goal. And you want to know that's what we gotta go to war against. We gotta go to war against those who adverse to what's good for us. You feel me? Like not physical war, but we gotta still speak our mind, stand up, speak our truth, be who we know we should be, and be the people we know we want to see in the community, regardless of what everybody else saying, what the negative of us. Because when you think about it, us who stand for truth, who stand for what's real, who speak what's real, we the strong ones amongst those. It take heart, like you said. And also, they try to say, it's like those weak people or negative people. It makes it seem like they the strongest one. They strong because they got all these voices. But just because you got all these people, all these voices, you got all these voices. But if all those voices speaking wrong, what does any of those voices even mean? Versus you got one or two people speaking truth who stand for what's right. Our voice is more powerful, more stronger, more potent, and more effective than all those thousands of wrong voices. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm saying all that to say is that it might seem like they own something because they got more numbers, but the impact we have is more noticed, it's more respected, it's more revered, it's more they salute you, it's more admiration, it's more like, damn, you really different. Like it's more you get a sense of reverence and also respect. You feel me? And that's worth more than being liked by anybody. I demand my respect. I'm gonna get my respect. You know what I mean? And also, not only am I gonna demand my respect and I'm gonna get my respect, at the same time, it's like this is what bringing my soul peace. This is what's bringing my soul purpose. Yeah. And this is what's necessary for the change in other people's lives. You feel me? So I'm saying all that to say is like, like it ain't like we really the strong ones. We really the solid ones in the world full of fake people. And don't get me wrong, we have our moments, we have our days, but at the same time, it's like a no path worth more than this path, if you ask me, because this is what's giving my soul life.
For. Yeah. Yes. I met a person on my journey. He was a poet. His name was Liv, and it stood for life isn't very easy. And that stuck with me. Like, you cross paths.
Damn, that's cold. That's cold. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and so that, to me, that ties into what you're saying about the journey being worth more, because even though life isn't easy, you just we have no choice if we're alive but to live. Like, that's the point of being here. And I feel like what better way to live than to I just feel like we not, obviously you got your dark and your light forces. I truly feel like we down here to grow, from our lower nature.
Ooh. She said, I think we here to grow from our lower nature.
And some people gonna get left.
What? She said,
if they don't get right.
What? She said, we down here to grow from our lower nature. Virgin Guys Worldwide TV Podcast. She cooking. Like, that's so powerful, because that's a fact. Because you got to think about it. In our day-to-day life, we always fighting negative and positive forces. We fight negative thoughts with good thoughts. So that's why I was telling you, like, it's very important that we pour into the good in ourselves. That's pouring into the good of our soul. So the more we add on to the good of ourselves and our soul and eat right and things of that nature, the more we can ascend to the higher realms when our time come, and we'll be judged on the scales of my eye.
We're ultimately a form of technology.
Real
talk. We communicators. We creators. We're like human computers.
We are.
So when you having those downloads and they're negative, it's easy to get sick. Like a virus on the computer. You know what I mean? So you gotta hurry up and upload some higher thoughts. Oh. I just be
No. That's real
this
talk.
is who I am.
Nah, that's real talk, and that's who you are, and that's the thing. Like
this
a lot of people
listen,
and a lot of people that you used to, like family, friends, people that you come to know, a lot of times, me and you and just people in general, what the people fight with is people be around people and they used to people seeing them a certain way. So the power that you really possess and who you truly are, sometimes you can, when you're around certain people, you can be more laid back, you can be more chill, you can be more reserved.
They don't be ready.
They don't be ready. They don't be ready. And a lot of people you come to know, they can be blinded by your light because the people that's used to you, they blinded by your light because they used to your light. But a stranger can see you and be inspired by your light.
Immediately.
They can be inspired by your light because they see a new light, and that's inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration.
So I'm saying now, let's just say is that people we grew up around can truly limit us. You see what I'm saying? Like, and even on my new book, I'm dropping labels are limits, embracing the essence of life. I talk about that, how the labels that's been passed down to us can limit us, but we can transmute those labels to be something more positive, so we can cultivate a better life for ourselves. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. Back to what I'm saying, like our family and friends we grew up around. When you grow up around them, it's like when you around them, it's like you find yourself limiting yourself because how they would identify you as, or how you would identify when you was coming up. Mm-hmm. They see you that way, and then you trying to get away from that.
Get away from it,
but you still be in that because that's how they see you.
Especially to keep the peace, to keep the love, right,
is it
and
really
to not
love?
In a way, only because that's where they are.
They are, yeah. Bro, I don't want to smack your end too hard, boy. Cause man, listen.
So that end is like what was I just about to say?
We dropping bombs like Baghdad. Original Guys Worldwide TV podcast, nigga.
And it's like out of loneliness too, because like when these are the people you're used to being around and receiving love from, once you start to raise your vibration and you no longer can truly resonate, you can only resonate because you were there, but you want to keep growing, right? So it's just like, for me personally, I can openly admit that I have most definitely, and this is not to say I'm better than anybody I love or care for, but just knowing, right, on the frequency,
it's an energy.
It's an energy. So I've lowered myself to meet them back where they were.
It's an energy. It ain't, and I hate, and you don't even gotta say that on the Original Guys Worldwide TV podcast.
Yeah, just being.
You ain't gotta say, I think I'm better than, they think I'm better or whatever. You ain't gotta go into that because it's an energy thing. It's an essence thing. Energetically, we do be higher than people. Like when I meet people, when I'm around, when people see how I stand, walk, talk, I can tell that I'm above them. Not above them as in, like you say, better, but like as in I know who I am. Yeah. I stand firm and strong in who I am as a man.
And that really like, more so they need to come up.
Come up.
Yes.
And that's why me, I don't entertain. That's why me, I show love. I come around, speak to people, but I can't be around certain people too much because I know what I am. I know what I'm about. I know what I'm of. So I can't be the change in the youth life or other people's life that I meet if I'm cowering to things and people who really supposed to come up to where I am. And we supposed to be going higher places together. It's
actually a poor choice to make. See, accountability, accountability. That's accountability.
Like, it is.
Knowing that, look, because one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna definitely tell a motherfucker how they did me wrong. Yeah, for sure. Because you're wrong. But I'm gonna turn around and be like, well, I ain't had no business.
Let me see your. Let me make sure. All right, yes.
Because you're wrong, but then it's like, okay, well, Tayana, why are you even giving this energy? Why are you even giving this time? You know what I mean? So that's, to me, what it looked like to hold yourself accountable. When you know better, you do better. And it is very challenging to do better when better is rare. You know what I mean?
It's hard to do better when better is real.
Because we in the matrix. So it's easy for agents. I'm just being real. An agent can
What
get you
the
if
fuck,
you let
nigga?
them. If you being human, it's easy for an agent to come and be an agent, and like you said earlier, you start to become birds of a feather flock together. Mm-hmm. Let me get the fuck off this wing though.
No, that's real talk.
This ain't me.
Hey man, and if you want, like, if you want to be connected, or if you want to be connected and you want to feel the essence of that wisdom that she bestowing upon y'all, get that chosen one's hair oil, you man. Get that chosen one's hair oil, because she put a lot of love and a lot of wisdom into her hair oil.
For sure, so I do everything with love.
Get y'all some chosen one. Get y'all some chosen ones hair oil, man, because it's important to know who you getting your products from and the essence of the people you getting your products from. So y'all see her T Sweet the Goddess on Original Guys Worldwide TV podcast, and y'all want to be connected to the wisdom and the divine essence that she disseminated. Get some of that chosen ones hair oil, man.
Yep, and follow me on Instagram at SWEETEN _pretty. Sweeten _pretty. I'm on there dancing, you know. I'm not just one way. Yeah. I am limitless. Yep, okay, yep. I dance. I can sing. I'm working on that. You know, my courage and you know, confidence. I'm a confident person, but in that area, I'm not as confident. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's being real. Yeah.
Working toward just continuously showing up for myself. Me showing up, I'm showing up for myself. I'm showing up for the people that I'm supposed to align with and uplift and inspire and show like, them that
you can courage. Show up for show them that courage, and you showing them that they can show up for themselves too. Yes. That's why even you are a leader.
I am.
You are a leader, really. The energy, the mentality, even Original Guys Worldwide TV podcast, like everything you've been saying on the podcast, I'm even getting insight from you. You feel me? So I'm even getting insight from you. And me, like you can get wisdom from everybody and everywhere, right? Yeah. And with you, like, you giving out real game and real gems and real wisdom, and how should I put this? We got a lot of women out here. We got the sexy reds. We got all these different aspects of women, right? Mm-hmm. And it be so messed up because men, we go through the same thing, right? Like, you got these many different aspects of women, and it be like, since these women got these voices, you know what I mean? People will try to compartmentalize us, talking about all women like that. You feel me? But that's why I got you on the platform, so they can see. They can see different aspects of women, and also so they can tap into different aspects of women like yourself, and also so they can embrace women like yourself, so they can know it's women like yourself that they can embrace. Because like you say, real is rare. So real
I'm
is
an alien.
For real.
I am not from.
Real talk, real, and that's the thing.
I come from the sun.
Real talk. We are universal beings having this human experience. We are Sabaeans. We are beings that come from the stars. You know what I mean? So she's saying real
definitely
stuff.
Come from the stars.
Real talk. So
we all come from the stars.
Real talk. So even if I take out my locks, she take out her locks, we have an afro. I heard the flat gravity, like the planets and stars in outer space. That's how you know we are connected to a higher source. You feel me? So you are cooking. You are.
And y'all, all women are not the same. There are so many women on the planet right now, as I am speaking, that are actively wanting better for themselves. Because we plant seeds. I'm not the first woman of my caliber, you would say, right? I have elders. I have women, sacred, amazing, divine women that I've learned from. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we are here. We need the men. to meet us.
Yeah.
There, halfway. Meet us there because what I'm seeing is, we all speaking from experience, right? And even for myself, when it comes to men, and I just feel like a lot of another thing we as a whole should work on is the community side more, right? So men shouldn't feel like that they have to be a romantic lead in every woman's life.
That's real.
I'm being real.
Nah,
and I
that's
say that
real.
because
That's real. That's real.
if a woman needs help with her car, are you not going to help her because she's not laying with you, or because she's not feeding you, or whatever the case you want, and vice versa? Should I not show support to other black men because they not my man? You know what I
And the
mean?
thing about it is how we build community.
Yeah.
Our ancestors, when they seen children in the village, they would look out for the children in the village.
Absolutely.
Say if I got a brother across the street, if something happened to his woman, I'ma run to her rescue, even though it's not my woman. That's how it's supposed to be.
That, for sure.
That's how it's supposed to be. Because if my brother, woman, even if he's not my brother, if he's just a neighbor, my neighbor that's a brother, is his woman in trouble, then I feel like I'm in trouble because that's my sister.
Yeah.
So even for instance, I remember some time back. You know what I mean? You had a situation with your boy. Remember that?
I had a situation.
Remember? You was on the highway. I think you I don't what was it?
You gotta forgive me because I had a baby. My brain is.
Oh no. I think I don't know. Did you catch a flat or I think you ran out of gas or something? Or?
It had to be my car ran hot. It was probably my car running hot. Mm-hmm. But to say.
Yeah, I'm saying not to say is, yeah, even with you, when you called me when you needed me, I was like, I pulled right up, to help you out, to see what was going on. Mm-hmm. Because again, as my sister, you feel me? As a black woman in the community, as a goddess, you feel me? I come to support you and come to help you, in your time of need, because it's like, you a sister. You feel me? And I feel like we done been, it's so messed up because we done been so far removed from that aspect of ourselves that when one or the other need each other, it's like bitch ass nigga. Oh, you did. But when you think about it, that's a disease.
Yeah,
because in the Chinese community, they're like, okay, I got you. In the Asian community, okay, I got you.
Yep. Oh, it is.
It's like it's normal.
It's definitely something wrong with us.
That's real talk though, because when you think about it, be like, and that's where we go wrong at too. Like, it's just, we like what we like, and people look good. You feel me? Like, we are beautiful people. You know what I mean? Like, you got a lot of, beautiful looking sisters.
Yeah.
Great looking brothers and things.
But there comes a point.
Right? Yeah, but when you think about it from a realistic overall perspective, it's like it really get away of our overall progress because our personal
look good. That don't mean it is good.
That don't mean it is good. And that don't mean you got to try it because it look good. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like these small things in our community affect the overall. You feel me?
That's the war right there.
That's the war.
Because everybody feel like on both sides feel like the opposite owe them something. Like, you know what I mean? That's just how I be reading it. Like, why can't we all just surrender? And guess where it is? Guess where it's at? For a lot of people, it might be up here. But for most people, it's right here. So when we go about childhood trauma and wounds and things of that nature, if we all just kind of revert back to that within our own minds and see that, hey, I'm a little girl, hey, I'm a little boy, and I didn't have friends in this moment, right? People made fun of me in this moment, in that moment, and I felt hurt. Nobody is exempt from trauma. Nobody. So you got one group that might feel like one group is more hurt than the other group. Use love as that anchor for healing. Look, God, Jesus, Buddha, whoever, whatever, you want to call it, Nuke. You know what I mean? We are here to be godly. So anybody claiming to be, but they act in such a manner of evil, disrespect, dishonor, disloyalty, hate. Those are not godly qualities. Yeah. You know, and then you might get some people who say, well, God is almighty, right? So God knows that he or she has to choose to do good if God is good. So if we can all agree God is good all the time, then why aren't we being good all the time?
That's crazy, because she just hit on a point. Because when you think about it, you got good, right? You got God. You take the O out, and you get God. And then with the devil, you take the D out, you get evil. And then when you put the D and the O together, you took the O out of good, you took the D out of the devil. Whatever you do is either of God or of the devil.
Yes.
Damn, that's crazy.
So are we holding ourselves to the same standards that we want other people to have when it comes to us? Right? When it comes, you know what I mean? And that's why I think it's important to be intentional.
Be intentional. And you want to know, I think the biggest challenge we have in our community, that's why a lot of people don't stand up and do certain things in the community, because it'd be like a lot of us, for real, a lot of, like, I do my work, you know what I mean, do different things in the community, go different places, travel, whatever the case may be, speak, whatever I do, right? Like, a lot of people don't care to lead in our communities, and I'm not making excuses for them. The reason a lot of people don't lead in our community and stuff like that, because people don't value the leaderships in our community. You know, they call them hoe tappers, or they'll call them hoe tappers. They'll call them you think you Dr. Moore Johnson, you think you Malcolm X, you think you this and that, and then we wonder why our communities.
But what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Why can't I be that?
Why can't that's how we should, and I feel like that's what we should aspire to be. Like think about it. Oh no, Dr. Umar was in here. Malcolm X, W.E.B. Du Bois, Marcus Clark. I would be amazed. If them men was in Dr. Malachi York, these powerful ancestors, if they was in a room with me.
Well, see, the difference with with them being in a room here in your presence or in our presence, right, is different versus the people that know a version of you, and they just can't believe that you are who you think you are and who you know you are. So it becomes a competition thing, right? Which is why that's when people see, well, they technically want to be just like you. They just haven't grasped how you actually had the courage, the strength, and the wisdom to act on becoming. You know what I mean? Because we grew up in the same hood. How the fuck you went from this to
no, I'm listening. No, go ahead.
Like, who do you think you are? You know what I mean?
And it'd be like, it don't be no thinking. I know who I am.
I'm gonna extend my hand out. You want to reach, and I pull you with me.
But we ain't pulling.
No. We not. But I'm just saying to be. If only they knew that it could be that way. If they were willing and open to come with me. That's it. That's all. Man, I for a long time, I was fighting for everybody I love to meet me where I was, and it used to break my heart.
And this the thing, like you know, the wisdom you got, the power you possess. I see you traveling and speaking. I see you working with little girls. I see you writing your own book. You got a lot of wisdom. You know what I mean? And I know you've been reading The Sacred Woman by Queen Afua, which is beautiful, but you got like you know, we all should tap into our ancestors and learn from our ancestors, because Our ancestors, we are our ancestors. Like I was reading this, I just read a book by Asada's Cord, W.E.B. Du Bois. That's what I'm working on. I've been, I get a lot of information and wisdom from the ancestors, but you are history creating itself as well. You feel me? Your life is also history creating itself, because you are a living being. You create your own historical files. You feel me? So the wisdom you talking about, you got a lot of insight up here. You know what I mean? So I think, I ain't gonna lie, like how you think, how you operate, your insight, the things you ponder on, all that wisdom you got, you put it in a book, that's salvation. And I mean that wholeheartedly.
I know you do, because I had the thought earlier.
I mean that wholeheartedly.
Forgot to mention I was psychic. I be seeing things be said and come before, and then you confirmed it.
Even the way you disseminate information, you communicate real well. You feel me? So I know the thoughts you have are real powerful revelations. The fact that you articulating yourself this way and you letting these words flow and these things flow. So the fact that you got that power, I think you should take your time and write a book. You feel me? We can publish it through Ethereal Minded Publications. You can holler at me. We can get your book published and everything. So yeah, you sit there and publish, because I just published Labels Are Limits, and that's gonna be dropping soon. I ain't gonna give y'all no date for that. But yeah, you sit up there, right? Take your time, an hour a day or 30 minutes a day, like even when it comes to me reading, like when I'm reading a book that I bought, that I semi like, sometimes I take it a page or two an hour. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or I you got to give yourself a page at a time, or a sentence at a time, a chapter at a time, a paragraph at a time. Everything takes time, but the most beautiful part is you gave yourself time.
Yeah.
Cause a lot of people, that's why they stress, depressed, things of that nature. They don't give themselves time to cultivate their gifts. They don't give themselves time to create the life they see fit. Like, I'm not saying create the life in one day, or creating a life in this big way, but it'd be like, do one thing.
Yeah,
and let that compound.
Yeah.
Like even me, like when I'm writing, sometimes I'll be writing for 3 hours. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, I got a paragraph. Sometimes, I'll be really at the library working, or I'll be at the house really writing. I'll be really like actively on it, cause that's how my brain. You feel me? Me writing it. These are insight. These are all profound insights. You are the blueprint. Because the reason I wrote the book, because a lot of times, due to how we was raised by family, friends, and things of that nature, we tend to take on their insecurities, and their insecurities can become us. And I think, like, even when I think like people on the spiritual path, all these different people in the world, like what I notice about people in society in these times we living in, people suffering because they don't know who they are. You can be inspired by people, but what's your archetype? What's the different attributes within yourself? Who are you? You know what I mean? Like, you like to dance. You real insightful. So that means you got deep philosophy. So that means you can write. So that means you can make music. The fact that you can sing. You know what I mean? You do sing. You feel me? So that means you are also a leader. That the way you communicate, the thing you say, you can lead other women. You feel me? So it's other gifts within you that you probably don't know that's there, or that you haven't tapped into. You see what I'm saying? So even with you speaking the way you speaking and saying what you're saying, I'm noticing different aspects and archetypes that's within you that you could pull out of yourself because of the insights that I have within myself. And also, I can recognize and value and honor the greatness that's within you, because that's honoring the greatness within myself. Because I'm a black man, I'm a brother. I'm your reflection. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, now, let's just say is that That's why you are the blueprint is so important, because ain't nothing more important in this life than knowing who you are, knowing where you come from, and knowing your answers. Ain't nothing more important. You know, we get the college degree,
especially because we in America, and it's like that all had been stripped away from us. And that's honestly culture and roots is how I feel like other cultures thrive together. Like, because
you can't do nothing without it.
You like, what is life without it? Like you saying, I'm ready and been ready, war ready.